Merry Christmas, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So excited to be filming this look for you guys. As you can see, my studio is finally finished. I'm so excited to be in here filming for you guys today with an actual finished look. And of course, last week I actually posted a quick picture of it's a picture of this look to see if you guys wanted to see me recreate it, and I got such an overwhelming response. Thank you guys so much. So I'm so excited to film this for you today. The main focal point is going to be on the eyes because that really is the glitz and the glamour of this look. However, I did add a little something extra today to this look. Besides just the pop of red lipstick that I did that's kind of like a metallic color, I decided to go ahead and put a little extra glitter on it because everybody knows that this is the one time of year that you can pretty much let a glitter bomb go off on your entire body, and it's okay and everyone loves it and no one's gonna be weird about it. Now, my motto is if you like glitter, I say you wear it all year round. I totally do this glitter lip a lot, especially for big events. It's fun, but this is definitely the one time of year that you can totally get away with glitter everywhere on your outfit. Like you could do a glitter face and have a glitter skirt and a glitter shirt, whatever you wanna do. I say glitter it up, glitz it up, glam it up. It's that time of year. Definitely go for it. So I would love to see what your recreations are of this look. If you don't have these products, it's okay. This is just meant to inspire you, and mainly for you girls with hooded eyes, to show you guys how to do a halo eye for hooded eyes. This is my recreation of that. Halo eyes are typically a challenge for girls with not a lot of lid space, and so I'm going to teach you actually how to do that today and recreate this look if you have hooded eyes. If you don't, you can totally do the same techniques. You just use your natural pretty little lid space big lid space rather, that you already have. I just teach you girls who don't have that big beautiful lid like I would love to have as well, how to do it with hooded eyes. So let me know what you'd like to see going forward, and I look forward to teaching you how to do this. So stay tuned, you are in the right place. All right, you guys, so excited to film this, so let's go ahead and get started. Just as a quick reminder, I have already washed, moisturized, and primed my face. Big key here, I think, for you guys is going to be to make sure that you give yourself about 30 minutes to let your moisturizer set in. It really does help prepare your face to put the makeup on and accept the product, especially when you're trying to do a look like this that's a little bit more intricate and fancy. That brings me to my next point. This look is gonna look crazy until we're done, just because I always start with the eyes, and since this is a very intricate look, it will be a little nutty looking as we go, so bear with me and hang on till the end. I just wanna forewarn you, when you're trying stuff like this, you always look crazy until you're done. The look comes together as you go, and you will see that as we continue to go through this tutorial. And then last but not least, the other thing that I wanna say to you is, since I am doing the eyeshadow first, and we are talking about the the boldness of the eyes, it's going to be really important for you to make sure that you wear a foundation that is at least medium to high coverage. One of the things I want to tell you girls when you're trying this kind of stuff is, if you don't normally wear a thicker foundation or a fuller coverage foundation, I shouldn't say thicker because it doesn't have to be thick, but it does need to cover. If you're doing a look like this where you have a bold eye and a bold lip, and you don't have on a good base of foundation for the rest of your makeup or your blush and all that good stuff, something is going to look unbalanced. So with a look like this, you really want to make sure that you're using a medium to high coverage foundation, that you are in fact putting enough products on your face behind the pretty canvas of your eyes and lips that are going to be showing, just to make sure that you stay balanced. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the transition color. And the other thing I'm going to try to do, you guys, is stay within a palette. So that way this is not like, oh my gosh, she used 17 palettes and 34 blushes and I don't have any of that crap to use on my face. Don't sweat it. The main thing here is for you guys just to kind of understand how I'm putting the colors together, and then I want you to get creative, okay? So here we go. My famous Milani palette that I always use, this is my transition shade. I'm going to start with this first, and it is very close to my skin tone. So I always do a transition shade whenever I'm doing makeup, and this is just to help give me a little bit of depth before I start to put on other colors. So here we go. So I'm just going to put this right up in that crease. And one of the things I want to tell you guys too is, I wanted to do this look today for you guys for people with hooded eyes, because these looks tend to be a little bit more challenging for those of us girls who ain't got a lot of lid space. So I have to fake a lot of my lid space, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So most people would put, if you've got a lot of lid space, as you can see I don't, my lids are tiny, and when I look at you, they pretty much disappear. So I have to create a little bit higher of a shape here, and that's what I'm doing. So instead of just putting that transition color right in the crease, I'm actually going a little higher, closer to my brow, leaving some space in my brow for your highlight later. The main palette we're gonna be working from today, and it's seriously, I love this palette. I bought it. It was a $60 palette, y'all, but it was worth every penny because I do use it, is my MAC. It's called 15 Warm Neutral. I'm sorry, Warm Neutral. It's got 15 colors in it, if I can count right, I think. So we're actually gonna be working with 1, 2, 3, and 4 today. So we're gonna put that gradient all on my eyes. So that's kind of what you're gonna see. So we're gonna start with our lightest color first. And one of the things that I do for hooded eyes here is I use a really, really tiny, tiny brush for this inner corner. Again, when you're doing a look like this, it does require a bit more precision. So one of the things that I would also recommend is that before you actually go to wear this out, I would practice it. Set aside some time, lock your kids at your bathroom, like wherever it is that you need some privacy and some space, get by yourself. Get to yourself for like a half hour or so, work on this. You can just do the eyes. It'll look crazy, but just do the eyes and take some time to try it. I practiced on this stuff so many times before I ever wore it out in public. So let's get started on the actual colors here. So the first color, like I said, we're gonna start with is this pretty little pink shade right here. And I'm taking a very tiny brush. This is actually what I'm using for my inner corner here to bring this shadow out for that darker inner piece. So here we go. So I usually tap off the excess or blow it off. Sometimes I don't. I just kind of eyeball it. So I'm gonna actually just make sure you guys can see me because I'm looking in a mirror and at y'all, it's weird. So I'm basically creating, in fact, that might even help you guys. What I'm creating is how we always talk about that outer V with your crease. I'm actually creating a V coming, that would be an inner V technically, but out this way. So that's kind of the shape that I'm creating. I'm gonna bring it up. And so I'm gonna create that V shape here. And I am going to, it looks like you guys can see this, cool. I am going to bring it up and out. Oh, and I just want to go ahead and shout this out because what I'm seeing in the background are cats. You will hear in my videos geese. You'll hear alarms going off because I film sometimes before Lance is up. You will hear cats. You will hear them little fat paws traipsing around on my hardwood out here, as well as meows. No animals are harmed during my videos or ever, but we pretty much have a menagerie going on here between the birds and the cats. So you're gonna get like beauty tutorials and makeup along with like an episode of Wild Kingdom. So I just wanna make you guys aware of that. I feel like all I need now are a baby gator and maybe a shark, and then my life would be complete here. So if you hear things or a cat jumps up in the background or tries to jump on my desk, bear with me. They're really cute, but I just want to let you guys know what you're hearing in the background sometimes. We're dipping right back in that same color. And now we're going to hit that outer V. And again, I'm going up higher here, guys. And I'm leaving this, sorry, I don't want to be flipping you guys off. I'm leaving this center part other than that transition blank on my my eye. Now we're gonna go to that second color, which is gonna be this one right here. And we're gonna layer that on top of the first color that I put in. I always create like a cat eye shape whenever I do my makeup. And it's not because I have an absolutely normal obsession with cats. It's the shirt. It says Meowie Christmas. You just can't see that part. But it is because what that look does is it draws my eyes up and out, and I want to make my eyes appear to be bigger. All right, so your third color. So now we're going to go in with this color right here. You guys are going to see my eyes start to get significantly darker, which is also why we don't want to put on foundation because of the fallout too. So I'm just kind of dotting it here and then making a very small windshield wiper motion to start to push that color around on my lid, but not too far that we get up into that, that lid space there. So, and I will continue to blend this out as we go. It always, 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 you guys, looks super harsh when you're doing it. But once you're done, you'll see that you can actually see the colors are nice and blended. So I just typically, when I'm doing something like this, I typically blend it towards the end. So it looks like the only thing I know to compare it to when I say the word gradient, it's such a makeup term for those of you who are new, it looks more like a sunset or a sunrise, how you see all those colors blended together. That's kind of what I'm trying to create, that particular color shading on my lids. So fourth color, here we go. So now this darkest one, that's pretty much gonna make me look like I got punched in the eyeballs, but this is such a cool color. So that's the next one. And oh, by the way, if you noticed, I'm not cleaning my brushes. I'm just really topping color on. I'll let you know when I get a clean brush, or at least I'll try to let you know. I'm gonna go ahead and do though is buff out the harsh lines. And I'm basically, if you can see that, guys, I'm really just I'm kind of in my eyebrow up right now, but I'm not like getting down in there and mixing all of that around. I just want to soften those edges. Okay, so we've created a little bit of softness, and now we're actually going to start adding some of the fun colors now. Pigments are, they are really intense eyeshadow colors, and they give you the color payoff that you see is exactly what you're going to get on your actual skin. So let me show you guys without dumping this out. This is the pigment we're using today, and it's called New Year's Eve. It is from Makeup Geek. And Marlena, if you are watching my video, which I hope that would be so awesome at some point, I want you to know you personally changed my life, sister. You taught me so much about makeup brushes, and you didn't use all these terms that I was like, well, what the heck is a this brush, a 2117, and a this and a that. No one knows that stuff. You talked about the dome shapes, the stiff dome shape, or the fluffy dome. Like, you changed my life. So thank you. So this is from a brand called Luxie. Not to be confused with the Luxie hair extensions. It's a precision shader, so all that means is it's just a brush for shading. It is a little big for my lid space, but because I'm doing a halo eye and we're kind of taking that color up high, I'm gonna give it a go and see how it looks. So I'm just going to dip into the lid here. And I'm just patting, guys. I'm not rubbing, I'm just really just dabbing and patting very softly. Use a very light as a feather hand when you're doing this. Same dome brush that we had been using to kind of blend. I'm just gonna blend again. So now, this is where I start getting excited. We're gonna use more glitter. So what this is this is something I got in my Sephora play box, and it is glitter. Like, it's almost like a glue, but it's kind of an eyeshadow. It's just a little bit tacky, and then there's gold glitter in here, and I'm gonna put that glitter right on the center of that lid to give a little bit more definition here. Okay, so now I'm gonna dab this. So I've got the biggest part of my eyes done. So what I'm gonna do is finish up my face for you guys, and then I will come back to you once I have the rest of my face on. All right, I'm back. So everything is done other than the finishing touches for the eyes. And so we're gonna go ahead and jump right back into where we left off. So what I'm gonna do now actually is go ahead and finish up the underneath of my eyes. Use a flat definer brush, and all I'm gonna do is kind of take the same gradient of colors underneath. So it's just gonna be a very quick little motion with each one of them. So I'll show you what I mean. Oh, let me show you what I'm doing. I'm gonna dip in here, here, and here. So first here, we're gonna go underneath as close to the lash line as you can possibly push that product. And I'm only gonna go halfway in for me. Okay, and then now I'm gonna do the second color. I'm not gonna blend until the end. here. And now what I will do is take a really tiny little bitty pencil brush. I got this at Sephora when I worked there, and I'm just going to blend. Okay, so I unfortunately do not know the color of this highlighter that I'm using. I don't know why I didn't keep the name of it, but you can use something kind of similar to this. It's like a champagne type color. It's pretty vibrant. You can, these are like a dime a dozen. So even though when I get to the end of the pan here, it's gonna kill me because I'm not gonna know what it is, but I'm sure I can find something close to it when I go out to find it again. I'm actually gonna use this for my inner corner and then above my brow bone, or above my brow bone, on my brow bone. So I'm just gonna dip it in there. Again, I don't really, for this kind of look, I'm not gonna like be, I'm just gonna put it on there. You know, the more the better, I kind of, all right, so here we go. And you can see it pops, like you can see that inner corner big time. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I'm kind of heavy-handed with it when I'm doing a look like this, because again, it just doesn't matter. It's December, glitter your face up. And again, hooded eye girls, pay attention here. I am only doing this arch, and it's, again, look at the difference in my eyes. It's to get that higher shape. If I go all the way in, it's just gonna drag the front end of that brow down, and we don't want that. We want our eyes to look alive and awake. I have a cat about ready to jump into my lap. That might just happen here, you guys. They're so curious to what I'm doing up here now. It's funny. Okay, so there we go. Brow bone is done up there and there. That's Harry. Oh my gosh, that scared me to death, and I totally knew he was gonna do it. I'm gonna do some eyeliner for you guys today. I'm going to use a liquid gel liner. This is absolutely hands down one of my favorite liquid eyeliners. It's by Maybelline. It's in Blackest Black, and it literally is. I love the way that it is in the pot. For some reason, these eyeliners, especially, again, hooded eye girls, I feel like these go on really easily, and I can also be really precise. Now for lashes. What I did with these is, was actually a full set of lashes that went from here to here. I cut them in half. Again, hooded eyes, back to this. I'm gonna talk a lot about this on my channel, but one of the things about hooded eyes is, for us girls, it's really not super wise to wear like huge lashes that go like from end to end that are just massive and like spidery. While those are gorgeous, they will bring your shape down. So typically what I like to do is have my eyelashes, when I wear falsies, to be bigger on the ends. And for this pair, actually what I did was cut it in half, and I got 2 pairs of lashes out of this, and I'm only gonna put them on the ends today. The key here is not to put on that much glue. But you wanna put just a little bit of glue on the band, and then try not to get it in the lash like I did. That's fantastic. Shake it out. Look at the difference. Look at that, you guys. It just makes a huge difference. So now I'm just gonna take a little bit of mascara and do my bottom lashes. Okay, and the other thing you can do too is you can take one more layer, if you want, of mascara, just ever so lightly, and kind of put it at the end of those lashes to kind of get your natural lashes to mix a little bit better with the false lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face because I haven't done that yet. I'm setting my face with a powder, one that's nearly empty, and then I'm gonna use a setting spray too. Y'all, actually, I'm gonna remember to do setting spray on film for you. It's a Christmas miracle. And then I'm gonna use my coveted Kat Von D locket because it literally locks my makeup in place. It won't move. Give myself a little spritz. Totally gonna do this before lips because I will forget. Let me show you the products. So we got our lip liner. I'm gonna line my lips first. My red lipstick in Adora by Kat Von D. Love this stuff. And then you know, we gonna glitter it up. So that's how we're gonna finish this off. So So I overdraw my lips a little bit, and I like that. So what I'm gonna do is give just a little bit more lip look to the Cupid's bow, and then right underneath, you wanna just take those areas. You don't really wanna go on the outside, otherwise you start looking more like I'm being serious, but a clown, like what a clown's lips looks like, and I know that's not what we're going for. So you keep those, you follow your natural lip shape when you're in the inner corners and on the sides. And then to get that look, it sounds ridiculous, but you kind of like smile with your teeth like this, and that will kind of help. Now for this, Adora. Okay, you could totally stop right there and this could be done by putting on a really pretty red lipstick. But again, I showed you guys in the intro, I wanted to put some glitter up on it. So that's what we're gonna do. This is one of my favorite glitter products that I've ever had. Again, you don't have to have these exact products, but I found that they work really good. There's a couple different ways to do it. Sometimes, and I'll show you first, I like to just dot the center of my lips and then just put glitter there to give like almost like an ombre. And totally, I don't know why I just turned my hand that way, that was weird. Totally just give you like this ombre effect in the center, but you can also go all the way with it, and so that's what we're gonna do today. Oh, it's on my teeth. Okay, you don't want that. And that's it, you guys, finally done. This is the look, it's completed, it's Christmas, it's glitter, it's in your face, it's wow, it's poppy, it's whatever you want it to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a great time filming, and I would love to see your recreations. If you're liking this video, or if you like this video rather, and you like what you're seeing on my channel, please give me a thumbs up and also give me some comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you recreate this look, please tag me on social media. My tag is above, you'll see it. And I would love to hear from you and see exactly what you guys come up with. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday, and thank you for spending some time with me to learn how to do this awesome Christmas glam.